These are 20 of the wildest moments in MLB history.
You gotta be kidding me.
And at number 20, this hit was about to make a player an M. Kinda.
And DeYoung can change it with one swing. Just one, baby. He knocked out the M in Big Mac land.
But at number 19, an MLB player got a reporter wet.
Oh
my goodness. I feel like I just maybe delivered the walk-off hit. All right, let's keep going.
Jazz is wild for that. But what he did at number 18 was even wilder, because the Phillies mascot was always whipping around in his little ATV. Until one game, Jazz committed GTA.
To the ATV. No, okay. He gone.
And we really got GTA MLB before GTA 6. That's crazy. But not as crazy as number 17, where the MLB turned into World War III.
Is that a USA jet we've got going on now after the flyovers? Straight to the top, just like the Orioles.
That jet reminds me of the good old days. But anyways, number 16 was so wild, a fan was forced to get it tattooed on his ass. Because with the Orioles losing, they were just an out away from their inning being over. So a fan tweeted out, you know, if Heston hits a grand slam, I'll get his name tatted on my ass.
In the air, right center field. Hill at the track, he's at the wall, and it's out of here!
So once that bomb went down, the fan's tweet went beyond viral. Then dude eventually posted pics of him getting the tat done, and really got Heston's name put onto him for life. But at number 15, a player's wood became the biggest story in the world. Because at first it was like any normal at bat.
Ooh, he got one there and he fouled it off, and the bat is stuck up in the netting above the Blue Jays dugout. That's one you don't see every day.
Who's getting that?
So it looks like Justin Turner throwing baseballs at the bat, trying to get Vladdy's bat out of the netting.
Eventually, literally innings later, not only did someone finally get the bat down, once Vlad got his stick back, he was literally seen kissing it. But even that ain't as wild as number 14, cause a player literally forgot what to wear during his game.
Is about to pitch for the Indians here at Fenway Park in Boston.
I don't know what happened. Who complained about what? I don't know what kind of shoes he had on.
Well, he wears different shoes all the time and no one ever says anything. It's kind of one of his inside things. Whenever the team's going bad, he wears different shoes every single day.
Well,
Done.
what the heck was wrong with him?
I have
they
no
were blue
idea.
and red like everybody else's.
Ow.
What was wrong with these? Well, maybe something happened to his shoes.
He calls timeout. Maybe the pitching toe or something.
Oh, the spike looks like the spike broke.
And,
Perez just needed a
shoe issue.
He had a flat tire.
Alright, that's something I never thought I'd see. But at number 13, cameras caught a player mid-game taking a pee.
Where's he going?
He's going behind the scoreboard. Guys used to go back there too, you know.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Can he come back, please? Because it's not a pitching change, and Manny is not in left field. Oh, my goodness. Come on, Manny. Here we go. Hey, here we go. Welcome back. Come on back, Manny.
Now that was the craziest leak I watched since Sketch.
I did not have sexual relations with that man. I did.
Anyways, at number 12, a home run by an MLB star won him a brand new car. At the time, Hyundai was coming up with their newest electric model that had futuristic features. So to promote their whip to the world, they were giving one away to the first MLB player to hit a home run.
Uh-oh, Mookie left field, and we have liftoff. A home run and a car for Betts, and the Dodgers are just down a couple.
But let's be honest, Mookie's always hitting home runs, so dude winning a new whip ain't even that surprising. But at number 11, players pulled off a wild prank on their star pitcher just because it was his off day.
Oh, that's beautiful.
What happens when the batter hits a line drive right into that dugout?
And this is the only way you could possibly keep him quiet or in one spot for any longer than a minute.
Mans really took it from them dudes like a champ. But alright. Now that we're getting into the top 10 wildest moments in MLB history, it's time we take things to a whole new level of wild.
Hot tour.
Like the time a team literally sold a player's car in the middle of a game. Or when players set their teammate on fire. There was even an MLB game that turned into a food fight. But anyways, back to the top 10 wildest moments in MLB history. Like at number 10, a moment that was so wild, it got a fan arrested. after going viral for whatever the hell that was, he not only showed up to court wearing the exact same fit, his mugshot made its way all over the news. But crazy fans aren't the only ones creating wild moments. Cause at number 9, wild mascots have been taking over the MLB. From them raw dogging each other on live TV, to Spider-Man literally trying to shoot his web at fans, plenty of mascots have been caught acting wild as hell at games. There was even a time Bigfoot showed up to a stadium. But the wildest mascot moment came when a mascot saved a team's season. Cause the Mets were playing like absolute trash. The record was just 37-39. Until the McDonald's mascot Grimace threw out the first pitch of the game. From that point on, the Mets kept winning and winning and winning, while Grimace was seen everywhere. He basically became their good luck charm. Then he started causing chaos at games and acting like a fool on the big screen. Regardless, fans dressed up like him. Even the players knew he saved their season.
He definitely correlates with us, going on this run. That's what you want to attribute it to, that I'm all for it.
We can keep Grimace around and keep playing good ball. Good things are going to happen.
But Mets players and their new mascot acting wild, that's one thing. Something wild that their manager did at number 8 got him suspended and fined $5,000.
Terry!
Of course, a moment that crazy only happened after umpires made a terrible call. Because not only did the Mets manager argue until he was ejected, not long after, cameras noticed him trying to sneak back in the game.
Bobby Valentine in the dugout. Wait. Give me that. Well, Bobby was thrown out on that catcher's interference call, and he's gone incognito. Sorry, Skip, we got you.
That fake mustache and glasses disguise wasn't fooling anyone, especially the MLB. They were about to punish Manager Man because he went against their rules on ejections, so they suspended him for multiple games and fined him $5,000. But sometimes it's a player's own team doing something wild. Like at number 7, I never, ever thought I'd hear about a home team purposely ruining their own team's play.
Well, the boys in the audio room. Yeah, that's on you. It happens.
Man, when I heard that, I almost had a heart attack. But in number 6, a play literally went backwards. This hit happened, but even though the ball went over the wall and should have been a grand slam, the umpires couldn't even see it, so everybody was confused and it led to chaos.
That's a home run.
That is a home run.
That's a home run.
After the replays, umpires got together and tried figuring out, what the f was even going on right now, which eventually led to them making the correct call for once. But once they admitted it was a homer, they forced the hitter to run the bases backwards.
He's running backwards to touch all the bases, ladies and gentlemen.
Michael Morris, does he got to go back in the batter's box? Look at this. I've never seen this before in my life. This is unbelievable.
There's got to be a reason why the umpires are doing this. There it goes.
Are you kidding me?
Right field. It is deep. See you later. Grand slam. The Nationals are on top by 4.
That is the greatest thing I've ever seen in my life.
That'll never happen again. And neither will number 5, because an MLB game turned into a food fight. At the Philly ballpark, it was glizzy night, which meant $1 hot dogs, so everybody was trying to gobble.
Game's almost over.
You know we sold over 2,000 hot dogs already?
Wow.
But eventually, so many wieners around got fans a little too excited.
It started with them having hot dog eating contests. And this kid was eating a bunch of hot dogs. He had 13. They were trying to get them to, people were like, eat another one. So they started throwing hot dogs to him. The guard came over, started yelling, and then it just went nuts.
The situation got so out of control that fans not only got kicked out, the Phillies canceled their glizzy tradition forever. But at number 4, a team literally stole their own player's car in the middle of a game.
Give us the background on the Derek Bell one.
Well, in Toronto, they gave us cars, so everyone had the same car. But Derek, decided to drive his car up there, so he loved his Jeep. And he talked about the sound system. It costs more than the car itself. We knew that he was going to play, and I'm sitting in the clubhouse the day before. I felt like, you know what? I said, it's Fan Appreciation Day. I said, we're going to get his Jeep. About the third inning, they bring it up to the tunnel.
Joe Carter giving away Derek Bell's Jeep. vandalizes the vehicle. That's mine.
Honestly, they were kind of doing dude a favor. Like, that truck was a shit stain. But speaking of shit stains, at number 3, it's one of the most embarrassing interviews you'll ever see.
Sorry.
Hey, Joey, Aaron Boone said that he had thought for a while.
Dude really got in front of a girl and pooped himself. But at number 2, a playoff game got taken over by a bug invasion. They started to attack when the Yankees were winning. Then right as the pitcher was trying to throw, bugs swarmed his face and buzzed in his ears so much that dude couldn't focus and threw 4 straight balls.
A 4-pitch walk. Tying run on in the 8th.
But the bugs didn't only cause a walk. They got so bad that the pitcher had to take a break just to get some bug spray. Then when he came back, he threw a bad pitch that advanced the runner, and just a few pitches later, the bugs made him completely ruin the game.
What a pitch! Here comes Sizemore. Friendly bounce. Not in time.
Obviously, you have distractions everywhere, but when they're flying in your face and in your ears.
Don't know if it's the case. We won't know until the game is over, but the insects have gotten under the skin of Jabba Chamberlain in this 8th inning.
So the bugs eventually cost the Yankees the lead, and that led to them eventually losing the game. Like, that was not what anybody was expecting.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
But the number 1 wildest moment in MLB history not only ruined some baseball, it killed over 60 people. Something that wild went down in San Francisco, California, because just minutes before the start of a World Series game, announcers were talking when out of nowhere.
And he fails to get Dave Parker at second base, so the Oakland A's take.
Tell you what, we're having an earthquake.
One of the biggest earthquakes in the state's history struck, which had people everywhere scared of losing their life.
Could we have been pitched out of the booth? Could the upper deck have collapsed? Those were the thoughts that made your heart sink and your throat go into your heart.
All of a sudden, the press box started to shake uncontrollably.
There was this enormous roar, and it sounded like a flight of major military bombers had flown over.
I was working for ESPN. Chris Berman and I, we were relegated to the upper deck, right behind home plate. Top of the stadium seemed to move.
Man, the ground was shaking, man!
All of a sudden, there's a big rumble. And the little tables, the little monitors are shaking around.
The whole upper deck went ba-ba-boom, ba-ba-boom, ba-ba-boom. And if it did it again, I was gonna my pants.
The situation got so bad that everyone was forced to evacuate the stadium and the game was postponed. But the World Series being canceled wasn't even the wildest part. Because in other parts of the city, businesses were catching on fire, buildings collapsed, and worst of all, the Bay Bridge was completely destroyed.
Oh my God, look at that. The freeway has just completely collapsed.
So the earthquake didn't just ruin the biggest MLB game of the year, it caused damages of over $6 billion and killed 63 people. 20 of the worst plays in MLB history start with a play that was so bad, it made the commentator swear on live TV.
To me. There's a ball hit toward right field. Drops the ball! And shit.
Man's really dropped the ball on that one. But number 19 is about to be the worst pitch you've ever seen.
To stop at third. Uh-oh. That was really clutch that he let go of the baseball, but isn't that still a balk? He left the rubber without throwing the baseball. That should be a balk and the run should score, no? There we go. All right, so there's the balk call.
All right, a horrible pitch giving the other team a free run, that's something I could see happening. But at number 18, I never thought a player's worst play would come from his neck game.
Yeah, that came up and hit him in the face, that foul ball. Ooh, right in the neck.
What the? Man's really gave himself neck? I didn't know that was possible. Or number 17. Because one of the MLB's best hitters, you know, something that requires him to swing a bat, would forget how to do what made him so legendary.
And like I said, this is the only left.
Outside. And he struck him out. He didn't get the bat off his shoulder. It was a little bizarre.
Did dude's controller die or something? Either way, I had the same reaction as a fan. What the hell was Bryce doing here, man? But at number 16, a play was so bad, it made a player black out.
3 or 4 starts out of him?
On a throwback, ooh, Caratini hits Marwin Gonzalez. And also, it wasn't like he was hanging over the plate. He's in the batter's box. It's weird. And he's not staying in. Something so unusual like that, the guy could get a concussion out of that.
Bro, this is the MLB, not COD. Can't just be giving your opponents headshots. And the worst part about the play was that it caused him to be so dizzy, he left the game and eventually blacked out. But in number 15, a moment was about to be historic, until a player ruined it by literally hitting his teammate from the back. As ridiculous as that sounds, when a pitcher was close to accomplishing one of the rarest things in baseball, throwing a perfect game, he was only a couple outs away when all his squad had to do was not let anyone get on base.
Little dribbler, third base side, tough play. Don't you dare. No.
Come on. That can't be how it ends.
Wow.
Gotta be a hit. And that is just so unfortunate. Both guys want the ball, want to make the play so badly.
Drew Smiley, that's all he could do.
Yeah.
The catcher was so bricked up to make the play, he literally tackled his own teammate and ruined everything. That had to be one of the dumbest moments of all time. But number 14 is the complete opposite, cause the smartest play of someone's career actually turned into another man's worst.
Ellsbury drills this one to right. Bautista's on the run and makes the catch. Frazier was halfway between second and third, and Bautista's made two fine defensive plays here this inning.
Frazier saying, why are they calling me out at second base? Let's see what happened. He's off. The hidden ball trick.
The hidden ball trick. He lifts up his foot, shuffles his feet, and lost contact, and Goins had the ball on Frazier.
I mean, come on, man. That's what dude gets for not paying attention. Now, players got out on magic tricks like that before. But in number 13, a play was so bad, it only happened this one time in MLB history.
You can watch millions of baseball games and never see that in your life.
0-2. Pretty well hit. Ward going back. It's off the wall. Armando Alvarez scores. McCann is being waved home. And a 2 RBI double from Max Schumann.
Oh, no. Mark Conte talking to Jim Wolf right now, and this could very well be a matter of the runner crossing home plate.
So what I believe happened is McCann missed home plate, and Daz Cameron, the on-deck hitter, grabbed McCann and pushed him back toward home plate.
Everybody was stunned that the umpire actually called dude out. It kind of made no sense. But MLB rules state that players can't be touched by any base runner in front of them. So cuz dude's teammate pushed him because he missed the base, it was an automatic out and the inning was over. But at number 12, a player lost his team the game when he injured himself.
Popped it up. Again to Polanco. And he slips! Polanco falls down! And the Cubs win it!
There you go, champ. Way to break a leg out there. But at number 11, a home run got ruined by the player who hit it?
It's this hard the other way. Does it stay fair? It is gone! It hit the pole! An opposite field home run!
What? Huh? What? Did he miss first base? And did they... Oh, yeah. So, wow. They challenged that he touched first, and on replay, they see that he clearly didn't.
What an idiot, man. He couldn't even get to first base, right? Kinda sounds like my love life. But I'm gonna cheer up real quick, because now that we're getting into the top 10 worst plays of the MLB, there's balls that bounced off players' heads, a play that had a 99% chance of being completed until a player messed it up, and one play lost the team a championship.
You have got to be kidding me.
But honestly, mistakes like all of those can really affect an MLB player's mind pretty badly. So let's lighten the mood a little bit by getting back to the worst plays in MLB history with number 10.
This one back up the middle, that hits the second base umpire, Mike Winters. It'll go as a base hit.
I thought this was baseball, not basketball. Dude really tried taking the official's tip off. But that ain't the only time a ball hitting someone's head created a bad play. Cause at number 9,
In the air to right. Lowe will drip back. Lowe doesn't see it. Lowe lost the ball.
Excuse me, sir, that's not what anybody meant by getting your head in the game. But at number 8, another player's worst play led to him stealing a souvenir from a child.
1-2 delivery again. Estolea, fly ball, left field, but in the yard. Kent will tag. He scores, and Agbayani thought there were 3 outs. 2 runs will score. Burks is in. Agbayani gave the ball to the fan. He thought there were 3 outs. He handed the ball over to a fan. Look at the poor kid. What?
At least the player's mistake only had him stealing back a free ball. Cause at number 7, it doesn't get much worse than players giving their opponents free points.
got it. It's a towering fly ball deep into right center field. They run into each other.
It's a home run.
Over the wall. It's gone. They ran into each other, and the ball cleared the fence. It's 2-1.
Two dudes banging really just created the worst catch attempt I've ever seen. But it wasn't worse than number 6, because I swear to God, I literally can't even tell who had the worst swing here.
Swings out of his helmet.
One of the craziest swings I've ever seen.
Gomez falls down on that foul ball.
That may be the worst major league swing I've ever witnessed.
As Gomez goes down and spins himself into the dirt in the process. He is off the ground and makes contact.
Oh my gosh. Throwing his bat at that ball and a foul. Did that get Pena?
But alright, at number 5 is the worst game-losing mistake that a player could make. The catcher had been messing things up, like right here when he missed the tag on the game-tying run. But things were about to get even worse just a few plays later.
Tapper near the plate, and everybody's in play. They both advance. The throw's away. The Astros are going to win it. The Astros are going to win. Unbelievable. Astros walking off on an error by Jonathan Lucroy in one of the weirdest finishes you will ever see. Ever.
What an L, man. And that wasn't just one of the weirdest plays to end a game. Some called it the worst play that they ever saw. But who the wrote that shit, man? Them reporters. This is my video, and I think number 4 is worse. Because a player literally forgot where the ball was, and he ain't even the one who made the worst play here.
There goes Mosby. Picked a good pitch to go on. Terrible throw. Mosby doesn't know where the throw is. He's going back to first base. He steals first. Now he's going to steal second again. I've never seen it before.
He thought it was a fly ball somewhere, and they were decoying him. And here he goes back to first. Now the throw by Kenny Williams goes by Walker, and it hits Mosby, and he's going to get up and go to second again.
Hold on. Man stole a base. His opponents overthrew him. Then he ran backwards to the base he was already at. Already made no sense. They overthrew him again, and he stole the base again? I don't even know, man. I literally don't even know. But something that might sound even more impossible was number 3, where a team messed up plays that they had a 99% chance of completing. Because with the Yankees up by 2 runs, and only needing 1 more out to end the game, MLB stats gave them over a 90% chance of winning, until the first of their bad plays happened.
Mountcastle bounces it to Volpe, who has a trouble finding the handle, gets it to second too late. A run scores, everybody's safe, and it's a 1-run game in the 9th.
Now with Man's fumbling the ball, pulling off a win instantly got harder. No sketch. And that's when something even worse was about to happen.
No more breathing room for Clay Holmes. Mullins to left. Verdugo started in, and the Orioles are going to win it. Oh, my! Welcome to Club Said.
And what should have been the easiest catch of that white boy's life, even though it was revealed that he had a 99% chance to catch it and win, Mans fell flat on his face to lose the game. Embarrassing. But in number 2, the worst play of someone else's career was so embarrassing, he literally left the country. All dude had to do was step on first base, and the inning was over. Instead, his mistake got him clowned so hard by everyone, he decided to fly to Korea and start his career over. But the worst play in MLB history lost the team a championship. It was Game 6 of the World Series, and with the Red Sox up 3-2, winning this game meant they would become champions. But with the game on the line and things tied in extra innings.
Little roller up along first, behind the bag, it gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight and the Mets win it.
Dude missed an easy ground ball to lose the game. Now, that mistake might have just tied the series, but making a mistake that bad was impossible to overcome. The momentum was completely shifted, and it was pretty obvious the Red Sox were never over it, because in the very next game, they got smoked and lost a championship they should have won. Now that's wild. But not as wild as Spider-Man invading MLB games. These are the 20 dumbest plays in MLB history. And at number 20, a player showed off his head game?
A mile high, and of course Tim Anderson will catch it. You know what, he'd catch it if it was underneath the halo, but it's called off! Bouncing around like Little League Baseball.
Oh my God, that had to hurt. But that didn't cost him the game like number 19.
Load him up for Tim Anderson. Yohan Moncada carries with him the winning run.
Takes the ball away and slightly gets away. Nobody can find him. And the Mr. scores. The Sox win.
Damn, that ump got slumped. But at number 18, a player had butterfingers?
Now watch McNeil. Drops it once, picks it up, drops it twice, tries again, drops it the third time.
Come on, man. Ain't you ever grabbed a wet ball before? No? Just me? Anyways, at number 17 is the dumbest home run you'll ever see.
Now he bunts. Trying it off the hill, barehanded pickup and a high throw over the head of Espinosa. The Haters will hit third and head for the plate, and the throw is wide. That's going to go into the dugout, and Souza Jr. is going to come all the way around and score.
You've got to be kidding me, man. Dude really hit a home run on a bunt? Don't even try blaming the rain. Speaking of the water, though, at number 16, a player was caught swimming in the middle of a game?
Rodriguez drives a pitch to center field. He's thinking three. Rodriguez is going for third. He'll dive in.
What the? Man easily would have made it, but decided to swim to the base? Now I see why his teammates made him wear floaties to the next game. But at number 15, Javi Baez's stupidity got him crowned as the dumbest player in MLB history. There's reasons dude has entire YouTube videos based on his dumbest plays. It's because they happen on a nightly basis. Whether he's swinging at pitches way before they get to the plate, throwing the ball 25 feet above his teammate's head, injuring himself and his teammates, Javi never hesitates to show his zero IQ during the biggest playoff games of his entire career either. Like even when a championship's on the line at the World Series, this dude will do something to f*** everything up. But none of his plays were more dumb than when he forgot how many outs there were.
This one to center. And Baez doesn't know how many outs there are.
Dude, what are you doing? That's only the second out. Oh my God, man. Dude really gave him a free out because he couldn't count.
This is A.J. Hinch saying to Javier Baez, come down the steps. Baez takes his hat off. I mean, he knows what this is about, obviously. Moments later, Baez comes up the steps, and I think he's out of the game.
Yeah, he took him out of the game.
Get benched. But at number 14, a player got put in the hospital?
Right side, long run for Garcia on a slide.
Dude, this is the MLB, not the UFC. You can't just knee people in the head like that. Plus, he made his teammate drop the ball. That allowed a run to score, got man's carted off the field, and rushed to the hospital. But at number 13, a dumb play literally blinded somebody.
Out in front.
Wait a sec, let's run that back in slow-mo. This man hit his helmet, blinded himself, and missed a pitch he easily would have hit a home run with. Now that's dumb. But at number 12, the smartest play of someone's career turned into another man's dumbest.
Holiday, fly to deep center. And he's out. How about that?
Dude really made the ball disappear like Houdini. And that's why you're taught to keep your eyes on the ball. But that's exactly what the guy at number 11 didn't do. Where a player busted a nut mid-game?
The throw from Zunino.
I think that's the only time 3 balls were used during a play. But at number 10, a player literally scored for the wrong team.
1-1. And this in the air out to right field. Adele was in, angling back. He gets there. Whoa! And he just put it right over the fence.
Just look at his face. Mans knew he was about to get roasted in the dugout. Dude really gave up a free home run, so the batter didn't even know what to say. What the f is this dude trying to say right now? That ain't even English. But at number 9, a player went flying.
Slicing into foul territory. Hector Gomez, look out. Oh my gosh.
Oh my God, dude dolphin dove like cod. But at least that play didn't get turned into a crime scene, like at number 8.
Braun whistles one left center field. That is going to be over the head of Craig. And here comes Morgan. Braun's got a chance to score here. He's on his way to third. And here he comes. The throw, no throw. Braun falls down. Now a throw, and Braun in a pickle. And he is out.
Oh my God, Braun easily would have scored, but, you know, he was too busy dying, I guess. And all because he slipped and fell, his teammates reenacted his death. At least MLB players pay respects to their victims. But someone who actually could have died was number 7, where a player's dumb play almost killed an umpire.
And Pillar hits one back toward the middle. Sosa to his left. Nice play. Spinner rob him, and he throws it away. Hits the... Oh! He hit the first base umpire right in the side of the face.
Hey, man, if you wanted to give the ump head, you should have just asked, all right? But at number 6, it's the worst pitch in MLB history.
All right, I'll let my partner describe this. He didn't even know where it went, and it almost came back and hit him on the head. I mean, it almost rolled over for a strike.
Something tells me this dude needs some pitching lessons from a dinosaur? But at number 5, one player's dumbest play made him the most hated person in all of Chicago.
Harris takes off and a fly ball to right. And Bradley plays it off to the side, and he doesn't know how many outs there are. He just throws the ball into the bleachers. That's only the second out of the inning.
Just look how dude's standing. Mance really thought he was him, but didn't think to see if that was the third out. I mean, at least the throw looked good. Cause at number 4, some players make the dumbest swings in MLB history.
The pitch out the front. Throwing his bat at that ball and a foul. Did that get Pena?
Way off the outside corner. And a hit and run on. Imagine that. He is off the ground when he makes contact. And he got 25 pounds.
Free and easy. Shortening up that swing, doing a split.
Baez doesn't realize he doesn't have to swing that hard.
What was that?
Man, those guys do not know how to play with their wood. But plays like those only happen in the regular season. At number 3, it's the dumbest play in World Series history. The Red Sox were up 3-2 in the series, looking to avoid a Game 7. And in the 10th inning, not only were they up 1 run, all they had to do was get 1 more out to secure a championship. But that's when...
And it's going to go to the backstop. Here comes Mitchell to score the tying run, and Ray Knight is at second base.
Right then and there, that cost them the game. But not only that, they eventually lost the entire series, all cause that one dumbass pitch. But those guys only made plays that messed up 1 series, cause the player at number 2 did the same stupid play twice in the same season.
3-2 pitch. And a fly ball. Deep left. Ozuna backscales the wall. And it drops.
Get a whole lot of playing time early in the year. In the air to left center field. Going back on it. Ozuna at the wall. Hey, this is going to fly. It hits the wall.
Alright, this dude's gotta stop going balls to the wall and just make the goddamn catch. He's just lucky he didn't end up at number 1 as the dumbest play in MLB history.
Baez hits it on the ground to third. Gonzalez. This is so good. Oh my goodness. Wow, you gotta be kidding me. You've gotta be kidding me. Stole a run. You have gotta be kidding me. Javi Baez. Keep going.
Oh my god, man. All the first baseman had to do was step on first base and that inning was over. You gotta feel bad for that guy, man. He literally lost his job after that and was forced to go live in another country.
Great hitter, too, Andre. Switch hitter at that.
There's a long fly ball, deep center field. Jackson's back. He leads. He made an unbelievable catch.
But that's only one of the 20 craziest plays in MLB history. Because number 19 is one of the most acrobatic plays I've ever seen.
Pitch is swung on a miss. Throw to second base is high. They're going to say that Rojas got in the way. It doesn't matter. Sosa tagged him out anyway. That was an amazing catch and tag by Sosa.
Pulling off a play that crazy should be a crime. Like at number 18, where a play almost got a player jail time.
There's a drive deep to left, way up and gone. Have a night, Melky Cabrera.
Wait, this man just hit it so far out the stadium, it smashed someone's windshield? Dude really got away with a hit and run. But at number 17, a player saved his team from losing a game with his feet?
Base hit right field, but they're going to have to hold Jeltz at third. And now the ball gets away from O'Neill. He kicks it to Benzinger.
No, I do not believe it.
What the? Dude then turned into Cristiano Ronaldo and ended up stopping the game-winning run from scoring. His foot game, crazy. But at number 16, player grabbed another dude's ball with his bare hand.
Leyland Diaz, the only one on the right side of the infield. This one down the right field line. Sanchez. Oh! He caught it with his bare hand! He overran it and caught it with his bare hand! You've got to be kidding me!
Man, he's got that gorilla grip. But at number 15, a crazy play happened when someone couldn't even see.
It's deflected over. Looking to play by Burley. Mercy! Wow! From the Gold Glove winner, look at this.
I don't even know that's possible. Just like at number 14, when a player did something that hasn't been done in over 60 years.
Throw down on a step late, another steal for Ellie De La Cruz.
Alright, a stolen base, that ain't crazy, but we're just getting started.
He takes off again. Pitch down and in, fade throw. There's no chance.
Well,
2 steals.
De La Cruz had already looked a couple of times at Brian Anderson, knowing that if he got a jump,
he's going home. The throw. He stole home. The most thrilling man in baseball stole second, third, and home.
What were they even doing? The whole team was caught lacking. But something that almost never happens is number 13, where a player got an out without even using the ball.
It was important for Hernandez. Sidearm delivery and a comebacker. There's the good athleticism. He throws the glove to first for the out. The ball was stuck in his glove, and so he threw the entire thing over to get out number 2.
Damn, man. Dude really raw dogged it and took his glove off. But at number 12 are the craziest throws in MLB history.
The throw to the plate is there. Oh my God. They got it.
Bo Jackson is there. As here's the throw, Gallego tagging, and Bo gets it. What a throw by Bo Jackson.
Back at the wall, it's off his glove. There goes Napier around second, headed for third. Look at that throw from right. Wow.
With it. Casey didn't know, he didn't catch it. The throw by Ozuna got it.
Oh, yes.
I think them guys played the wrong sport, cause one of them could have been the next Tom Brady. But at number 11, one player got on his knees and showed the world how good he could blow.
Larry Anderson. Fastball tapped at the plate. It'll trickle down the third baseline. The Mariners are going to let it roll. Lenny Randall gets down on his hands and knees, blows on it like a curler, and it goes foul.
Now that's the best blowjob I've ever seen. But now that we're getting into the top 10, let's take plays to a whole new level of crazy. Like at number 10, the craziest double play in MLB history.
learned from young age.
Oh man, that was set for a double play. Franco throws offline, good stop. And Jacob Junis is telling the umpire, hey, that ball glanced off my foot, not the ground, so it should have gotten in the air. That's a double play.
Wait a minute, I thought this was baseball, not kickball. But that was only 2 outs. At number 9, we have a player that got 3 outs in 3 seconds.
2-2. The runners go. Line drive caught by Brundle. He makes the tag. It's a triple play, and the ball game is over. An unassisted triple play to end the ball game.
Wait a minute, somehow that play still lasted longer than me. But at number 8, player tag teamed his bro for a crazy play.
Popped up. It's going to be a tough play for somebody. And Sandoval flips it in the air. And Crawford caught it.
2 dudes, 1 catch. But at number 7, a player's craziest play literally killed somebody.
Base hit left field. Nice piece of hitting by Will Brennan. Didn't try to do too much. He took what was there.
We got a bird that may have been hit by that possibly. It's a bird that's not moving.
Dude took hitting birds a little too literally. Now, of course he felt bad about committing murder, so in his very next game, he honored the victim by hitting a home run and busting out a bird flapping its wings type of celebration.
Oh, gone! Will Brennan!
You gotta respect him for that, but he only hit a single home run. At number 6, Julio Rodriguez's craziest play was 41 times as crazy. It was the 2023 Home Run Derby, T-Mobile Park in Seattle, Washington. And when the hometown kid, Julio Rodriguez, was introduced, of course the crowd was hyped. But little did they know, Julio got some pre-derby coaching from Seattle legend and home run derby GOAT, Ken Griffey Jr. So he was about to do something beyond legendary. And in the very first round, he hit not 1, not 2, not 10.
He's at 10,
20, not even 30 home runs.
Throw up and in. It's the mitt.
Tired at 6. And he'll stop at 41. The bar has been set.
God damn, 41 homers in a single round? Now, technically that record could be broken, but at number 5, there's MLB records that'll never be topped. Like when Aroldis Chapman almost hit a player with the fastest pitch ever thrown.
That one hit 106. That would be a new record for the hardest pitch ever thrown.
Man, he really threw a ball as fast as I'd be driving through traffic. But Ichiro Suzuki easily could have hit that, because dude got more hits in a single season by far than any MLB player ever.
And a ground ball back up the middle, and there it is. He's a new all-time hit king in Major League history, number 258. My, oh my!
And ever since Ichiro set that, nobody's even come close to his record. But Barry Bonds damn near a home run every time he stepped up to the plate. And that helped him set some of the most unbreakable records of all time. From hitting more home runs in a single season than any player ever.
Here's the payoff. A floater to Bonds, and he hits it high. He hits it deep, and it is up here. Number 73. That's incredible. He might start laughing on his way home.
Bonds used record-breaking seasons like that to reach his ultimate goal. More home runs than any baseball player in history.
Deals. And Bonds hits one high. Hits it deep. It is out of here. 756. Bonds stands alone. He is on top of the all-time home run list. What a special moment for Barry Bonds.
Damn, I can't even lie, man. Baseball was way more fun to watch when everyone was juicing. But at number 4, this player didn't need to cheat for his craziest play. He just got a fan to help him.
Stepped off. That one by Millar, hit in the air left center field. Manny Ramirez back, and he makes the catch! What a catch by Ramirez! They're gonna try and double up at first, and they do!
You're telling me dude caught it, dabbed up a fan, then threw it back for the double play? Now that's crazy. But at number 3, a player literally front flipped.
Millar hits it high and deep to right. Piscotty back on the track at the wall. It's over his glove, off the wall. Coghlan is headed for third. They're going to wave him home. Here's the throw from Piscotty to home plate. And Molina didn't tag him. What a play by Coghlan.
Oh my god, I gotta see that again. In a split second, he decided to front flip over the dude to score and created one of the craziest plays in MLB history.
I don't know whether it's a flip, a jump, a dive. What would you characterize that as?
I don't know. I was just glad I didn't break my neck.
But at number 2 is the craziest catch in MLB history.
Next time he faced Matt, there's a fly ball center field, long run for Jim Edmonds. Oh, he made a catch! Unbelievable! Jerry, that may be the best catch I have ever seen.
Man purposely turned himself into Stevie Wonder to pull off that catch. He couldn't even see. But the only thing crazier than that is number 1, where someone's craziest play saved an entire country. On September 11th, 2001, the United States was hit with the worst attack in the country's history.
A tragic accident apparently has just happened in New York City. A plane has crashed right into the World Trade Center. You can see the smoke and the flames coming out of the shattered windows.
And not only were thousands of Americans affected by the tragedy, it pretty much shut down the entire country for over a week, including all sporting events. But as the healing process began, something special happened in New York.
The Mets were on the road on September 11, 2001.
But when they returned home and after baseball paused its schedule for 10 days, they became the first sports team to play in New York since the terrorist attacks.
I can't describe that week, and I can't describe what it was like to come back and play because I don't remember any of it in a way.
It was a Friday, and the Mets were playing the Braves in the midst of a pennant race. The night would be unlike any other the players and their fans ever experienced.
A day I will never, ever forget. It was a decision, should we go, shouldn't we go? We were terrified because here it is a ball field and with terrorism and stuff. And we decided as a family that there was someplace their father and my husband would want us to be.
It wasn't a competition against our most hated rivals. It was just inevitable that something really special was happening.
And I remember looking up and praying to God, say, Lord, please give me the strength to get through this because I don't know if I can.
The Mets were trailing 2-1 in the bottom of the 8th when Mike Piazza came to the plate with a chance to put New York ahead.
Yeah, the energy level of the stadium, I'm not getting goosebumps talking about it right now, but the energy level of the stadium starts to go and everybody's like, oh, wait a minute, like this, wait, could this possibly happen right now?
Met fans are getting into it, Don. You can hear the Let's Go Met threat.
It's amazing when you're in the right place at the right time and you believe in yourself and you have a lot of people pulling for you, you feel it.
And the pitch.
When he hit that ball, you heard the crack of it.
And it's hit deep to left center. Andrew Jones on the run. This one has a chance. Home run! Mike Piazza, and the Mets lead 3-2.
It was just I'm getting the chills now just thinking of it.
It was just this incredible release of emotion. And I think, it became evidently clear that people just wanted to cheer about, something.
I could never thank him enough for putting the smiles on my children's faces. They saw they could enjoy a baseball game without their father, which I'm sure they probably thought they would never.
I truly feel uncomfortable when people say, you're a hero.
I said, Michael, gosh, you can't imagine what that home run meant to the country. I mean, it united everybody. You're a uniformed firefighter who probably lost friends, God forbid, even family. And yet, because Mike Piazza hit a home run, that's something to actually smile about.
Shea Stadium has something to smile about.
The Mets have won on a 2-run homer by Mike Piazza.
In the record books, it was just another game in September. But in every other way, it was the biggest and most meaningful moment of Mike Piazza's career.
And it's hit deep to left center. Andrew Jones on the run. This one has a chance. Home run! Mike Piazza, and the Mets lead.
Home runs in the MLB are more than just a hit. One home run set a stadium on fire. Another homer got fans addicted to Chick-fil-A. There's even a hit that made somebody $3 million. Every single one of the 15 home runs in this video get crazier and crazier. But first, a home run that committed a crime.
High drive, deep left. He's got another deep, far, and very gone. Somebody's going to need a new windshield. They're in disbelief. They can't believe it.
And those people were as stunned as me, because where the vandalism happened, damaging other people's property has a consequence of up to 10 years in prison. So dude literally almost ended up behind bars over a home run. But something even crazier is a home run that never even came close to going over the wall.
He's going to catch it, nobody. And now the ball's kicked back into right center field. Meidner's on his way to third. They're going to wave him all the way around, and he will score standing up.
Mance really thought he was Ronaldo with that kick and kicked a home run for his opponent. But something even crazier is a home run that happened because of another body part.
High fly ball, right field deep. Canseco back to the track. It is off his head, it looked like. And over the top, a home run!
Now that's the craziest head game I've ever seen. But honestly, that home run was kinda weak compared to the hit that was faster than a tornado. See, tornadoes are known to destroy everything in their path with an average speed of 110 miles per hour. So Giancarlo Stanton was about to do something nearly impossible. He's known to hit some of the hardest home runs ever, holding the record for the hardest hit in 16 stadiums. And his hardest ever, no diddy, was the fastest home run in MLB history.
And the pitch line to deep left in the sky. Hit as far. Oh God, what a bullet. You can't hit the ball harder than that.
That home run clocked in at over 121 miles an hour, making it faster than a tornado. But something even crazier is when another player's home run took off like a rocket.
3, 2, 1.
Boy, this ball is hammered. A soaring blast way up to the home run porch. Oh, my!
My goodness.
I think the ball was still going up.
Yeah, that baseball got hurt.
Ooh, that hit sounded like a perfect in the show. But even though that home run went 505 feet, making it the longest home run that MLB calculated at that time, there's an even farther home run coming later that literally went to a different state. But listen, you ain't ready for things that crazy yet. First, let's talk about the 4 players whose home runs hit things that went viral. Jose Altuve was the first, and what he hit got fans free Chick-fil-A. See, Chick-fil-A is one of the biggest sponsors of his Astros team. So not only did they decorate the foul pole in their stadium to be Chick-fil-A themed, if Altuve hit a homer at it, all fans would get free food.
Altuve hooks one deep down the left field line. This ball is good. Home run! Jose Altuve!
Yeah, and that home run made headlines everywhere, just because it earned fans some free Chick-fil-A. And I ain't gonna act like I didn't get in on the action. But this next guy's home run wasn't just crazier, it set the stadium on fire.
Olivares towers one, deep left field. This game is tied. But now that video board is smoking.
He just burned the house down with that home.
Oh man.
Man's really smoked the J. Oh wait, that was just me. Man smoked the Jumbotron and actually left it smoking. But home runs don't only hit things and start fires. Our third guy's home run won someone a new car. You see this thing way out here? No, not one of those ugly-ass Brewers fans. This brand new Toyota. It's given to a random fan if a player hits it. And even though players spent years trying to smash the whip, but only got close a few times, Moustakas ended the drought.
Sam Moustakas hit the air to right center field. Watching this one fly, and it is gone! Mike Moustakas gives the Brewers the lead in the 8th.
And even though that piece of shit, car, was worth $30,000, Miguel Cabrera's home run was even more expensive because his hit almost killed something. The controversy began in the Rays stadium because they have a mini aquarium where fans are allowed to pet stingrays. And even though most fans love it, Miguel's home run into the tank pissed off an entire organization.
And Miguel sends one high in the air, deep into right center field. That ball is way back. It is gonna go. It's out of here. Gone. A home run for Miguel Cabrera.
Now, I personally think a home run doing a cannonball was pretty dope. But since the home run nearly hurt or even killed a stingray, an organization that tries to protect animals from danger named PETA just had to say something. First, they released a statement saying the Rays were being held captive, were traumatically taken from their homes, and were subject to harassment, loud crowds, and of course baseball seriously injuring them. So they sent the team a letter demanding that they remove the tank and return the animals to their natural habitat. But some ugly people freaking out over nothing. It's 2024, so I believe that type of stuff happens. But what I couldn't believe is a player who hit a home run no-handed.
That's in the air to left field, and that is going to fly out of here on a broken bat to the 5th row.
I don't think it was a broken bat. I think he threw the bat at the ball.
I don't even know how a home run like that is possible. But something that was improbable was a home run so crazy, it got a player rewarded with a crazy chain that even rappers are jealous of. Daniel Camarena was just playing in the minor leagues when he got a phone call. The Padres called him up for his first major league game ever. When the time came though, things started off pretty bad. His squad gave up a few runs, then when Daniel came in, he almost instantly gave up a home run. Now being down 8-0, the game seemed like it was over, until Daniel's squad slightly began making a comeback. Then eventually with the bases loaded, Daniel stepped up to the plate for his first at-bat ever, and the opportunity of a lifetime.
Camarena to deep right field! Camarena plays it, slam Diego! Are you kidding me? The Padres pitcher that just brought up from El Paso hit a grand slam! That's unbelievable! I think this crowd is absolutely stunned. I know I am.
I almost fainted.
On his first at-bat, he really did one of the rarest things in baseball, hitting a grand slam. That had everybody hyped. And with momentum now on their side, it eventually helped his team come back to win. Afterwards, they owed it all to Daniel, so they rewarded him with diamonds. This thing's called the swag chain for a reason. It It's a Cuban link piece with a massive 7-pound pendant of golden brown diamonds. It spins, and him wearing it looks so ridiculous, the team even turned the moment into a bobblehead. But home runs don't always give people something that they'll forget about in a week. Jose Bautista's home run was so wild, a fan got it tattooed on their body for life. That home run eventually helped his team win the game and the playoff series. The home run itself wasn't the only iconic part though. Even his bat flip afterwards was ranked as the best in MLB history. So when one of his fans saw that, he was so hyped that he hit the tattoo shop and got Jose's home run celebration permanently inked onto his leg. Now that tat's hard for sure, but I definitely ain't letting a dude ride my leg. Unless it's LeBron. But alright, enough gay jokes. Cause there's a home run that was so crazy, his own opponents gave him an award.
That ball is crushed to the back of the pavilion and on top of the pavilion. I have never seen a ball hit that far at Dodger Stadium.
That home run literally made it out of the Dodger Stadium 467 feet. And cause it was so unbelievable, the Dodgers literally hung up a plaque for Tatis's record, even though he was on the other team. I never heard of something like that. But only an award is nothing compared to some of the craziest home runs in history that literally ended games. Those home runs only won regular season games. One legend's craziest walk-off won his team a championship. It was the 1993 World Series, and Toronto was looking to go back to back. And that's when Joe Carter stepped up to the plate with a chance to win the game.
Here's a pitch on the way, a swing and a belt, left field, way back, Blue Jays win it! The Blue Jays are World Series champions as Joe Carter hits a 3-run home run in the ninth inning, and the Blue Jays have repeated as World Series champions.
Yeah, and a hit like that was the only time it happened in history. A walk-off home run to win their second World Series in a row, a play so iconic to Toronto, even Drake made a pick of the moment the cover art for his single Back to Back. But winning games, getting turned into cover art, that's nothing compared to the home runs that are worth millions of dollars. One of those was when Big Daddy Aaron Judge was chasing the record for most home runs in a season by any American League player ever. All season long, this motherfucker couldn't miss. Home run after home run after home run until he eventually had 61. Now being just one home run away from the record, Judge had the entire stadium on their feet ready to witness history.
High fly ball, deep left.
After he sent that ball into the crowd, a lucky fan not only got it, a few days later they eventually put it up for auction and it sold for a near record-breaking $1.5 million. Over an M for another man's ball is crazy, but something more than double the price came from Mark McGwire's home run. Because right after he broke the record for the most home runs by any National League player ever, as historic as that home run was, Mark wanted to make his record even more untouchable. So in the last game of the season, he hit not one, but 2 home runs. And both of those put his total up to 70 on the season, a number that nobody had thought was even humanly possible or would ever be touched. So the fan who caught the ball made sure he secured the bag by eventually selling the home run ball for a record $3 million. But as record-breaking as those home runs were, absolutely nobody in history will ever top the craziest home run that Barry Bonds hit. This man was closing in on one of the craziest records in sports history. For over 33 years, at the top of the home run list was Hank Aaron with 755 career homers. But eventually Bonds was creeping closer and closer and closer until...
Deals. And Bonds hits right high. Hits it deep. It is out of here. 756. Bonds stands alone. He is on top of the all-time home run list.
I'm being real, man. I couldn't believe my eyes when that happened, steroids or not.
That's completely natural. It's called the exercise.
Bonds put himself on top of the record books with that home run, 756. But alright, I'll admit, the home run itself wasn't as crazy as a player hitting a home run so far that it would land in a different state. Things began in Ohio and eventually landed in Kentucky, all because of Adam Dunn. He was playing at the Great American Ballpark, which was right next to a river on the border of his state. Now, I know what you're thinking, like, is this geography class or a YouTube video about home runs? Like, what the hell is going on here? Well, history was about to be made when Adam stepped up to the plate.
San Diego. Done to center field, forget it. That's going to be long gone, done and gone. That's long time out of here. Over the batter's eye, out of the ballpark.
His home run literally went out of the park. Not only did it go 535 feet for the longest home run in the stadium's history, the ball bounced for another 200 feet into the river and floated all the way past the state line. But even home runs that left the stadium and the state can never compare to a home run that only happened because someone died. At the time, Jose Fernandez was the star pitcher for the Marlins. But on September 25th, 2016, him and his boys got a little wild while they were drinking and speeding a boat around Miami Beach. They were cruising around 70 miles an hour when the boat crashed into rocks and killed everyone on board.
Tragic news this morning. We can confirm Jose Fernandez, the pitcher for the Marlins, was killed. He was one of 3 people killed during this boating accident overnight.
Breaking news of this happening shocked the entire MLB world, especially his teammates. So during the Marlins' next game, they honored Jose by wearing his name and number on the back of their jerseys, and also gave him an emotional tribute. But nobody did something more iconic than one of Jose's teammates and best friends, Dee Gordon. As the heartbreaking game began, he was first up to bat since the tragedy, and knowing this was one of the biggest moments of his life, he stepped up to bat pretending he was Jose by standing at the other side of the plate to represent where Jose would have hit from. But after representing his boy, he switched back to his normal batting stance to guarantee he'd do something even more special. There's no way Jose wasn't looking down and proud of that home run. And that's why Dee couldn't hold back the tears, knowing what he'd just done for his boy. That definitely earned my respect. The longest home runs in MLB history start with Shohei Ohtani's.
There's a drive. Shohei Ohtani gets the Angels on the board with his 30th home run.
That's the longest hit of his career, 493 feet. And yeah, that's the shortest home run in this video. Leveling up to Ronald Acuna, his was even longer. No diddy.
Pitch. Swing and a high fly ball. That's one up deep left. Ronald Acuna Jr. bat flip and bombs away.
Dude's home run was the longest any player hit that season, 495 feet. But a hit that went even further was Aaron Judge's. And his home run was so crazy, it broke a record set by an MLB GO. History was already made by Babe Ruth, because here at Yankee Stadium, he hit 32 home runs in a single season, a record that was untouchable for almost 100 years. Until in 2017, Judge not only tied the record, he stepped up with an opportunity to do something legendary.
One. High drive, deep left field. He's done it again. No down to the left. That is very good.
That hit not only broke the record, it became the farthest home run of Judge's career by going 496 feet. But even that's not as crazy as Christian Yelich's. I never, ever thought I'd hear about a baseball almost turning into a cheeseburger, but apparently that's what happens when a home run's hit this hard.
And Yelich, deep right center field, forget about it. Oh my goodness, third deck. What a way to start the ball game for Yelich. He's got a dozen homers.
Mets cooked that ball right into the burger restaurant for a smash that went 499 feet. But that was only the second longest homer in that stadium's history.
Drills it.
You ain't ready for that one yet, though. First, we gotta level up to home runs in the 500-foot club. Because here's where Manny Ramirez hit a ball so far, it got him an award.
Base balloting. Manny hits one high and deep to left. Another mammoth home run. Or the top of the light tower up in the bulbs.
Now, alright, I already thought a homer leaving the park was crazy, but because it went 501 feet, Manny was awarded a permanent plaque in the stadium. But even his hit was shorter than the player that hit a home run so far, it'll make you subscribe to HitFlix.
Hammered to straightaway center field, and that is way back off the scoreboard by Richie Sexton.
Well, you read the screen, subscribe. But anyways, even though that homer went 503 feet, it wasn't as far as Giancarlo Stanton's. And that's why he set a record for the longest homer in a stadium's history. Here at Coors Field, even though this was home to literally thousands of homers, no player ever hit a ball over 500 feet until...
Stanton drills it deep left field like a rocket. Up into the seats it goes. That's 20 rows up in the deepest part of the park, and Stanton has untied this game. That's what 504 feet looks like.
And that announcer wasn't capping or just being a fiend. At 504 feet, Stanton officially hit the longest homer that stadium had ever seen. But at a distance even crazier than that, we have a threesome. A three-way tie. Greg Vaughn, Ryan Howard, and Nomar Mazara all hit the farthest home runs in the StatCast era.
What?
Well, here's the first of its kind.
0-1 delivery. A towering shot way back in right field. Oh, that hit 3/4 on that scoreboard.
But as far as that home run was, it eventually got tied by one of my favorite players ever, Ryan Howard.
High, deep center field. There she goes! Three-run home run monster over the center field wall.
Just when I thought nobody would ever touch that distance again, Nomar Mazara did the unthinkable.
Boy, this ball is hammered. A soaring blast way up in the home run porch. Oh, my!
That hit set the farthest tracked home run since StatCasting was invented, because that homer, along with the others, went 505 feet. But an even further MLB Stars home run came during one of the biggest baseball competitions of the year, the Home Run Derby. Juan Soto instantly started dominating the league's best with homer after homer. But one of his balls, became the longest home run in the event's history.
There's another moonshot. Boy, is he hitting towering home runs.
And that home run not only set the record, 520 feet, it must have motivated Soto to keep smashing, because he hit so many homers after, it eventually helped him win the entire competition. But none of his hits could ever travel as far as Adam Dunn's, because this dude's greatest homer was about to land in a completely different state. But before we get to that, let's get back to some of the craziest home runs in MLB history, like the homer that landed in a completely different state. Things were about to begin in Ohio and end in Kentucky, because the Great American Ballpark was right next to a river on the border of each state, so when Adam Dunn stepped up to the plate,
Dunn to center field, forget it. That's going to be long gone, done and gone. That's long time out of here.
his home run not only went out of the park, it went 535 feet, then bounced into the river and floated all the way past the state line. But getting wet over a home run ain't as crazy as what happened to Bryce Harper's, because his furthest hit almost caused a car accident. While Bryce has been in the MLB, he's hit some of the craziest home runs ever. But his farthest homer is something that only happened when he did something that's banned by the MLB. Bryce was just a teenager when dude was hitting insane homers with an aluminum bat. Now, those bats were allowed in high school, but there's a reason pros can't whip it out. Since aluminum bats are lighter, they create faster swings. And cause they have a bigger barrel, it makes hitting balls easier. That's why when Bryce was a young MLB prospect, he literally hit the farthest home run that a kid ever had in the history of the world.
As a freshman last year at Las Vegas High School, Harper hit a home run his coaches measured at an astounding 570 feet.
It went over that tree, that green one, that big one, not the one on the right, but that one. And then went over that fence up top, and then about 5 lanes of traffic, and then a sidewalk.
So we're following the track of the ball here. Mountain climbing, came all the way across here,
And then where did it hit? Show me the exact spot.
Pretty much like right here.
Well, you think you can hit a little further, right?
I think so. We'll see what happens. Hopefully I'll get bigger and stronger and have a better swing and hopefully hit a ball about 600 feet.
And the craziest part about all that wasn't that it went past the street or traveled 570 feet. It got Bryce put on the cover of magazines with the nickname Chosen One. But the #1 longest home run in MLB history came from Babe Ruth. And it's also baseball's biggest conspiracy. There's a reason no other home run ball ended up in a museum like my Babe's. I mean, Babe Ruth's. Because on April 4th, 1919, what took place was historic. A home run like this. Now, I said like that because for some reason, during one of the biggest moments in sports history, cameras weren't recording the longest home run ever documented, 587 feet. That distance doesn't even seem humanly possible, so it was hard to believe that Babe, a dude who was known for being overweight and having one of the worst diets ever, was able to hit one way farther than players today. But either way, a plaque was placed in the exact spot his ball landed. The ball itself was put into a museum to be guarded by 24/7 security. So the hit definitely happened, and I just hope whatever bat Babe was using during that play got banned. Like this player's custom cleats. There's also diamond chains players can't wear. A player's glove isn't even allowed just because the MLB hates ice cream. Which is weird, because I love the cream. I'm a fiend. You know what I mean? No? Well, just click the video anyways, because it's here and it's free.